Hello, I'm Jay, owner of Volunteer Audio in Oliver Springs, Tennessee, and today I'm making a video to update you on some new products for those 2023.5 and newer Harley Davidsons using the Skyline OS radio. First, we're going to be launching our new A2B universal interface. This is going to allow you to take our A2B interface with built-in DSP, connect it to any type of amplifier you want to, and fully tune that integrated DSP through our new software. We're going to go over that later in the video. We're also going to show you the final design of the new Hertz cutting kits. We've been waiting a while on these, but they have changed the way speakers go into cutting kits and how cutting kits fit your bag. This is the best design we've seen yet, so you're going to learn more. So watch the rest of the video. All right, so before I get into more details about these awesome new products, sharing this video is going to enter you in to the promotion we have for the month of January. If you like this video and share it in social media publicly, it's going to enter you in to win one of our new A2B systems for that 2023.5 and newer Harley Davidson. It's going to come with a massive Hertz amplifier, Hertz Neo speakers, the A2B interface with the DSP perfectly tuned, and if you'll come see us, it's going to include the installation by Volunteer Audio. So all you have to do is own one of the new bikes, share and like this video, and you're going to be entered in. We're going to pick that person early February, so I know you want to get in on that. No purchase is necessary. Now, many of you have asked, I've already bought one of those systems. What happens if I've already bought it? Well, we may have you come in and see us, and let's talk about your system, do some walkaways and so on, but we'll refund what you've paid for that system, so it's still free to you. All right, so let's get on to these new products. I'm excited to show them to you. All right, so first, let me talk about this universal interface, and I want to be clear on a few things that you're probably wondering. So Volunteer Audio is still the only company that's developed this part. This new A2B communication is required for new Harley Davidsons to remove the factory amplifier and to replace that with a larger amp. Now, there are many options out there where people are trying to keep the factory amp in place, adding a DSP, and it takes up more room, it complicates the install, and overall you don't get as clean a sound floor as we do with our part. Now, this interface is very small. It doesn't take up a lot of room, and removing that factory amplifier is going to open you up for room for putting one or two additional amps in the fairing. And with our new universal interface, you're going to have RCA outputs for front, rear, and sub. You're also going to have large gauge wiring for those factory speaker wires, so it's all plug and play into the bike. You're not going to avoid any warranties by adding your amplifier. We're also using the exact A2B communication chip that the factory amplifiers are using, so we're not voiding any communication or warranties with that infotainment system by doing it this way. Now, we have a website that's going to allow you to tune this. Now, when we ship the universal one, it's going to come tuned to a bass tune. You're going to have a flat EQ, we're going to have crossovers turned off, but we're going to correct all the factory problems that we have, like the 14 dB bass boost that's in the back, and the factory 7-band EQ will still control this without any additional tuning. So you'll have custom EQs, you'll also have all the preset EQs that are functional. Auto speed volume works with our interface. I know nobody else has one out yet, but that's a big deal because it was a hard thing to implement correctly, but that also works. Our subwoofer output can be controlled from the factory subwoofer control in the radio. So if you go to Harley and you have them turn on the factory subwoofers, that slider will also control our sub out. Nobody else has that. That was something that took a while to build. We're working on a few additional upgrades to this that will be through software that we'll let you know about as soon as we have them out. But for now, you'll be going to a website from Siren HD, that's who builds our interface, and you'll be able to plug in, and now you'll be able to tune each channel individually. We have a 31-band graphic EQ for each channel or a 10-band parametric for each channel. You also have the ability to adjust time alignment. You'll be able to adjust low pass or high pass crossovers or both, which is what we call band pass, and also level. So you have a full functioning 31-bit DSP built into this interface. We're also using Burr Brown digital audio converters for the cleanest, clearest output, and it has a 4-volt output level through the RCAs. We didn't go to 5-volt or 6-volt because 4-volt clean is all we need for every amplifier. If we increase that voltage higher, it starts to overdrive the inputs of many of the amps that you may choose, and we want to make sure you keep clean, clear volume all the way up to full volume on your radio. This part is live right now at volunteeraudio.com. You can purchase it there, but understand the software is going to be rolled out in stages on the Siren HD website. It takes a lot of development and time to properly build DSP tuning software for any device. And this new A2B system does not use an off-the-shelf style DSP that already existed and already had that user interface. So we're going to be rolling out in the next week the ability to control those 31 band independent EQs for each channel. Within 30 days, we should have the full functioning software up to do time alignment, filters, level of each channel. All of that will be controllable within a month. So if you want to get one now and put it in, we're also working on the ability to plug your computer up to the factory USB and do this tuning without having to pull the fairing. So that should roll out within the next 30 days as we finalize that software. These are all amazing new things that nobody else has. Now, some of you have made comments and posts. You've been upset at us because you think we were holding this technology back and we weren't allowing you to have it. We were making you buy that Hertz amp. And I'll tell you, we built some amazing plug and play packages at Volunteer Audio. They sound phenomenal. They're perfectly tuned and the DSP comes programmed in those kits. But it's much easier for us to take a couple bikes, program a DSP one time with hard coding, and then replicate that over and over. The delay has been building that user interface, that software that allows you to custom tune the DSP on your end. Now, everybody that's already bought one of the Volunteer Audio Hertz packages with this, we're unlocking that ability for you too. That same software will allow you to retune this if you decide you want to, but believe me, we've done a great job and it sounds great and it's perfect now. You're probably gonna make it worse if you retune your existing system. So I just want to let you know, this wasn't a purposeful thing to make it where other people didn't have access. This was, we had to do what we could to get it out when we could. All of us have been waiting, and many other manufacturers have talked for a year now about having an A2B interface that still doesn't exist. And even the ones talking about doing one with a DSP still say they're months out from having the ability for you to be able to program that. You'll see they're all releasing as they come out in their own full kits for the same reasons we did. So this is going to be available now at volunteeraudio.com. Go there at the link above, you'll find this product and you'll be able to make a purchase on the universal one. We're also now selling the one for the Hertz SP4.900, perfectly tuned for the Hertz system by itself as well. So either way you want to get the interface, we're going to have that ability because now you're going to have access to do that tuning and changing online. So we feel now is the time to release that. Now we'll make a video going over that software very shortly. We'll go more in depth in what it takes to tune your DSP, and that'll allow you to make that decision. Is this the right option for you with a different amplifier, or would you want to buy just the Hertz amplifier pre-tuned with that interface already done? So check that video out. It should come out sometime next week as we get that software available to show you. Now, let's move on to what a lot of us have been waiting on. So many of you have already bought the Hertz system. You want to know more about the new cutting kit and the delay on it. And I want to apologize. First off, Volunteer Audio was not the manufacturer of this. As you know, we don't make this part, but we sell it. And I think all the delays were well merited, but I want to explain to you why we've had such a delay. When I made a video and I showed you the original design cutting kit, there were a couple things that we caught that we voiced our opinion to Hertz and Advanced Marketing, and they decided to do some changes to correct that. We want this to be the best part possible. The other one would have worked. It would have fit. You could have put speakers in it and you could have them playing, but the body lines around the cutting kit did not match the bag perfectly. Second to that, when you attach the speaker to it, it would not clear the Rockford Fosgate factory drop-in subwoofers. So if you had that factory sub option, your lid wouldn't close. Second to that, if you would want to purchase in the future, the Hertz drop-in subs, they're going to be phenomenal. You know you're going to want them. And if you wanted those, I hated to get you a cutting kit, put your speaker in it, cut your lids, and then later you buy that and find out it doesn't fit. And they would not have fit together. So we had to do a complete and total redesign to this part. And so we've worked back and forth with the engineers, giving them dimensions. We actually shipped some lids to them, some different things, and the subwoofers so they could clear it all. And they've got a new design that we've never seen before. You're going to get a template to cut your lid in, and then you're going to have these two parts to go together. But here's the big difference. Your speaker is actually going to load into this and bolt in first. It's then going to go under the lid, and the grill is going to then go on from the top, and this is going to screw together. Heavy duty brass insert, so it's going to handle weight and stuff over time. But this design looks so much like the exact factory design that this is going to look like you bought the lids and you have the best looking setup and it's going to be far less likely to do things like leak water, break over time, and you have more room in your bags. Now, I want to apologize for the delay, the amount of time it's been that we've been waiting on this, but this was a complete and total retool, redesign, rethink from anything that's been done in a Harley cutting kit yet. I think it's going to be well worth the wait. And next week, I'll cut these into a bag. I'll show it to you installed in one of these Harley side bags, and I'll give you firm timeline on shipping, because at the same time, we'll launch pre-orders of this. And what I think is awesome is they've done all this extra work, retooling, and they've kept the cost at $350. That's for both sides, including your rear harnessing. Nobody's coming close to that price point on an amazing cutting kit that we know once you cut your bag lids, you're not going to regret it and wish you would have waited. So I would rather wait a little longer, not be the first to market, but have the best part. And I hope you agree with me. But next week, I'll try to have a video up toward the end of the week where we show these installed in the side bag of a Harley, and we'll give you that firm ETA on the date, and we'll launch those pre-orders where all of you that have been waiting can go ahead and pay. So as soon as they show up here, we can get them shipped out to you, and you won't have to wait any longer. So spring is coming. We're excited. It's time to get those bikes back out of the garage really, really soon. And we want to get you these parts so you're ready by riding season. We're over the cold. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions about this, not about timeline of the cut kits, I don't have the exacts yet, or I'd have told you about it today, but I'm finding out the exact timeline before next week. So don't call about timeline, but definitely call us if you want to know more about the parts, about putting a system in your bike. Our sales team, our tech team would be very happy to talk to you about your bike, your build, your budget, talk about what we have going on here at Volunteer Audio, how it fits your build, and see if we have the right solution for you. Subscribe to Volunteer Audio to be the first to find out about new products as they come out. Also, follow us on Facebook and like this video. Remember, if you like this video, share our Facebook post publicly about these new parts. You're going to be entered to win up to a $3,000 system, plus get free installation on your new Harley Davidson. It's going to be really awesome. I can't wait to see who wins, have you come in. I'd love to meet you and get this system put in your bike. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions, call 1-844-30-AUDIO. You can check out all these parts and packages at volunteeraudio.com. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, God bless.